Brian?
All right, should cops be allowed to enter your home if your roommate gives them permission? The Supreme Court has said yes.
Yeah, police officers will now have more leeway to search homes without obtaining a warrant, even in situations where there's no emergency. Does this decision scale back our rights? Let's ask one man who knows, Fox News senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, great to see you this morning.
Good to see you.
Does this court's ruling really create potential for abuse by police?
Well, yes, it does. And I'm not happy about it. And those of us who believe that the Constitution means what it says shouldn't be happy about it. So here's what happens. The police are called to a house because of a domestic disturbance. And they knock on the door, and there's a man and a woman. They say, "Can we come in?" The woman says yes. The guy says no. Now, at that point...
Yes wins.
At that point, no wins. The law before this case was, if anybody says no, it's no.
Oh.
The guy gets in a fight with the police. The police drag him out. He's arrested. They go back to the house, and they say, "Can we come in?" It's just the lady there. She says yes, even though the guy said no, he's no longer there. They go in, they find guns, they find evidence of drugs, and these people are prosecuted. They moved to dismiss the charges because the police didn't have the right to come in. So before this case, if one said yes and one said no, it was no. After this case, if one says yes and one says no, and the one who says no is no longer there, you still with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's yes, the police can come in. Here's the abuse. The police can arrest the person who says no, get him off the scene, and they are left with the person saying yes, and use that as a means to get on the property. That's the danger with this decision.
Sure, because the second rat who saw the first rat getting eaten does not want to be in that same situation, would feel pressured, even if they did not want
Correct.
to say
No, this
yes
can only
would.
happen when you have more than one person there. They can't go to the Kilmeade household and see the gardener and say, "Can we come in?" And the gardener says yes, and Mrs. Kilmeade says no. I'm making this up. This would never actually happen.
Right, because we don't have the gardener in the house.
Right, it has to be someone who appears to have control over the house. It can't be. It can't be the gardener.
So
But
two people on a lease, this would be the situation if only one person is on a lease.
Yes.
Right.
Now, from the police perspective, they don't know who owns the house.
Right.
They don't know who the tenants are. They don't know what the relationship between these people are. Is she his visitor? Is she his wife? Does she own the house? Is he the visitor? So
What about broader issues over cell phone searches and NSA surveillance as it relates to allowing access to a house?
You know, here's the reason I'm a little agitated, because prior to this decision 2 days ago, the court was moving more in the direction, I'm doing this because I know he's not crazy about this, of privacy. This decision is a move towards government rather than towards individual privacy. The court will soon have to rule on the following issues. When you are arrested or when you are stopped for speeding, can the police take your cell phone and search it? Courts will eventually have to rule on the massive NSA spying. We don't know which way they're going to go. Before this case 2 days ago, a lot of us were convinced they're going to go in the direction of privacy. This case is a U-turn.
And it was a 6-3 decision.
So yes, it wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. Now, again, it's only in that narrow circumstance where you have more than one person occupying the dwelling and they disagree. If they both had said no, then the police would have to go and get a search warrant.
The former director of the NSA will be in our green room, Michael Hayden, a little bit later. If you want to come down and debate him.
He's a very dear friend of mine.
All right, he's going to be
and
here.
yours.
Yeah.
Judge, thank you.
Pleasure, guys.
Thanks, Judge.